Tonight's game is sponsored by the Owen Sound Attack. Season tickets are on sale now. Make sure you get yours by the July 31st deadline. Fans, we acknowledge the land we play on is the traditional and treaty territory of the Saugeen Ojibwe Nation, which is comprised of the Chippewas of Saugeen and the Chippewas of Nawash Unceded First Nation. We also acknowledge that lacrosse, known as the Creator's Game, was gifted to the Haudenosaunee and adopted by many other nations. It holds deep spiritual and cultural significance. The Owen Sound Junior B organization is dedicated to honoring Indigenous history and culture and is committed to moving forward in the spirit of reconciliation with the Saugeen Ojibwe Nation through respect, sport, and community. And now, fans, if you're able, please rise and remove your hat for the playing of O Canada. Okay, this one.
And welcome everyone to the Harry Lemley Bayshore Community Center on top of what would be the J.D. MacArthur Arena for OLA Junior B lacrosse action between the Owen Sound NorthStars and the Guelph Regals. Spencer Byers up here in the broadcast booth with me, Curtis Gibbons. And a big one then again tonight for Owen Sound. It seems like the game's just getting bigger after a big win against Wallaceburg, a big win against London to put themselves back in playoff contention. Then I'll come up against a rival down Highway 60, 11-4 Guelph Regals.
It's a big one tonight, Spencer. Thanks for having me back, by the way. Pleasure to be here. Yes, the North Stars, they need a victory here. They need to show that they can compete with the teams battling for those higher level seeds in the division.
We'll mention these two teams played in the opening game of the Junior B schedule for these two squads. It was a 15-4 win for Guelph, but I think we both can admit here, Curtis, that this is not the same Junior B North Stars that this Guelph Regals team saw about a month ago.
Absolutely, and just being at home changes everything too. I think you see a hungry North Stars team here tonight.
Face-off won by Coverdale. Patak plays it forward, and now Tanner Moynihan has it. The former Guelph Regal himself, but in his former club here at the Bayshore. Moynihan played all the way over there. Hits Noah Couples in his first Junior B game this season after scoring lots last year on the power play. Moynihan fires that one into the netting there and saved by the starting netminder. It looks to be Dane Dickinson.
I'm excited to watch Noah Couples here in his first game. He was a great asset to the team last year. He's going to provide a huge help on that right side of this offense.
The Regals now with possession. Plater around the top. That shot saved there by Plater. Comes right out to Taylor Bennett, who I interviewed last week and had a chance to gush to his face as Bennett will race up the floor.
Numbers if you wanted it. I think you take that in transition. You go 3-on-2 there, you take those chances. Your 5-on-5 is just not strong enough. You take it to the net.
Especially early in the game. Nice move there, shot, that one saved. That was Everest Lahome Wickens with the attempt. Good save and good job keeping the ball here for Owen Sound. Ball now lost in some feet, everyone converging. Late Sly Sundown looked to be the next one there. Ball still on the floor. Ball comes loose as McKechnie trying to get it. McKechnie can't get a hold of it. I thought shot clock would go. McKechnie now can't have hold of it. Sundown does. Sundown hits. fires just over the net there for Colby Ray, the AP from the West Grey Rampage Junior C squad, and away will go the Guelph Eagles.
Good first loose ball battle won by the North Stars. Good shot on net. You want to see that one hit the goalie or at least get a reset there.
Ball popped loose and stolen there by Zach Lemon. Lemon's going to get converged on. Klages with the pick, and away will go Zach Lemon. Got to get over an 8, a little bit farther in front there of Nathan Coverdale, and away will go the Regals. Tuscan getting fought with there near the line as Couples does play both offense and defense. He's a really interesting transition player, a lot like Everest Lahome Wickens, who plays both at times. Nice move there by the Regals. Gets fended off there for a second. Nice two-man game there, but a better save by Plater. Ball comes loose, picked up Coverdale. Coverdale skies it and hits Lemon, and Couples, and Couples will stop up.
A lot of energy to start this game. North Stars need a good string of passes here together, get a good set of on offense here, get a good shot on net here, slow things down a bit.
Moynihan gets dropped, loses possession right at the line, and it will be away here for the Blue Shirts.
Playing against your old team, I'm sure there's a lot of nerves going on for Moynihan tonight. He's just got to settle it down a little bit and play within himself.
And that shot there, better saved by Plater, and maybe a lot of Guelph Eagles looking to try to go the other way on him. Ball still on the stick there for the orange shirts. They'll go up the floor. Hits McVicker. Nolan McVicker will hit Colton McKechnie, and McKechnie will get himself ready. One of the hottest Junior B players right now. Plays it all the way down. Lahome Wickens fakes. Lahome Wickens blocked there. McKechnie lets it go. I would have thought it'd be an over and back. No, it's going to stay, so Bennett's got to go get it. He's got 10 left to work. He then took a deflection. Bennett now going to have to take a shot from a mile away. Bennett does, and it makes its way towards Dickinson, but will harmlessly stop. A couple of fakes there as they go off. Again, the Regals, one of the top teams in the conference here for Junior B, or for the North Stars. Nice move there by the Regals. That shot never made its way on target. That was Bowen Downey. As ball goes into the corner, and away will go Owens down. It's Coverdale, the big man. Coverdale thought about hitting Lahome Wickens, now hits Sly Sundown, the even bigger man. Sly Sundown stops up. Hits Coverdale. Coverdale will fire it off. It now hits Caden Levine. Levine takes a couple whacks for the trouble. Throws it for Moynihan. Moynihan thought about hitting Sundown. Takes a cross. Just missed his intended target. Lahome Wickens caught it. What a play! Lahome Wickens just put that one wide, and it almost touches the roof, but the shot clock will go anyway.
Yeah, Guelph, they have a couple shooters on offense. This Owen Sound team, they've had a few miscommunications to start this period. They got to clean that up really quickly. This team is too good to be leaving guys open.
Pass across the floor, Gage Thompson. Trying to fend his way off here. Thompson getting pushed around by Couples. Thompson throws it back and over his intended target there of Carter McKay. McKay had 14 points in the first match between these two sides. He's currently top 15 in scoring with 59 points. McKechnie shot that one right into the chest protector of Dickinson. A couple of highly potent scorers on the Guelph Regals. They have the leading point getter right now in the Junior B division, and Ben Morton. He's got 81 points this season so far.
Which is a ton at this point in the season.
Yes, it is. Great save there by Miles Plater. Rob Downey, who's been pretty active early. That ball comes out to Morton. Morton in! Save there as he steps in. Finally, maybe the first attempt for Morton. You'll have a chance to see me interview Ben Morton there for the Guelph Regals during the first intermission here tonight, as that one hits Coverdale. Coverdale going to stop up there as Bennett gets caught up with Morton. Sundown waiting for an option. Now I may have to rethink. It's Levine. Levine, nice move. Fired now for Moynihan. Moynihan all the way over there for Brock McElmoyle. McElmoyle puts that one down. Moynihan, good save there by Dickinson. Didn't know where it was, but he got all of it. And he sent it behind his net.
Good ball movement there, east and west. I just want to see the North Stars get into the middle of the floor. They got to penetrate this defense. They're just kind of on the outside right now.
Driscoll gave that one off to the corner. So we'll slip there, but a good job keeping the balance. Thompson fires that one over the target. I thought caught by Klages. Ball still loose. Couples looks to retrieve it, and now Couples will go. Couples fired up the floor, and it's a wide open Talon Brown. Brown Hit off, and now it hits Sundown. Sundown from Colby Ray, now hits Colton McKechnie. McKechnie back for Sly Sundown, over him. Ball comes loose, McKechnie, and the pick, illegal pick will go against Colby Ray. Colby Ray has definitely looked pretty impressive, even without really stuffing the score sheet after being pretty good for the West Grey Rampage in recent weeks.
And he's already seen a couple shifts here, so they're trusting him on offense to come out the door.
Trying to get away again is Bowen Downey. Downey puts it down, nice shot there off the post. As tied up there is Morton, as he's tied up with, I believe, Bennett. As they're gonna battle, I think, all night here tonight, as Bennett's, again, arguably the best defender on the orange shirt side of the floor. Up now, that shot scores! Ben Morton! Right over Noah Couples, makes it 1-0 Regals.
Yeah, great shot. I think we're gonna hear his name a few times tonight. The NorthStars definitely have to have a plan to be out on that shot. They're just chasing it a little bit here to start, though. They just got to settle in, pack it in a little bit, just make sure we're comfortable. But, you just can't let their leading scorer walk into one-time shot.
He had 9 points in that first matchup between Owen Sound and Guelph. Won the faceoff, but not to a orange shirt there for Coverdale. Faking it into the corner. Going to get doubled, though, so he's going to have to get rid of it somewhere, I think. If they can ever get a hold of him, it's Klagas who forces him up against the boards there. With Caleb Brown, another one of the APs. That ball does come loose and will be picked up by Owen Sound, but stopped up against the boards and lost it. There was Dawson Marshall. Ball hits the deck and they get over. It's going to be an 8, I have to assume. Where is it? Where is it? Are they going to say the Guelph got it? There will be the 8 against Owen Sound. As Brown's been not letting stop, so a fresh chance here for the Regals to add more to their lead.
You always want to protect the ball in your own end, especially against a good offense like Guelph. You can't give them many second chances.
Thompson right across the floor. Trying to get it back for Morton. Morton fires that one off the bar, I believe. Good save by, I think, Plater stepped in, and ball will stay there. As now, right around the net will go Caleb Brown. Brown, got to get it over, hits Colton McKechnie. McKechnie now hits, that looks to be Talon Brown. Brown taking towards the net. Brown going to reroute, and I think give it off to McKechnie, and he will. McKechnie all the way over. Brown's going to stay. Couples looking to fire. Couples will fire. Good save by Dickinson, pardon me. As these two teams, you can tell they'll like each other. The Highway 6 rivalry is real tonight. There's a lot of jawing, a lot of barking. And I can't imagine how these two teams are not looking for a fight. As down come the Regals. Looking to fire over the pick there, played across. That shot's great save there by Plater. The attempt looked to be taken by Bowen Downey, who's been all over the floor in the offense recently, as now Taylor Bennett will race up the floor, and he'll give it the 8-second clear. Bennett gonna attack a defender. Bennett stops up. Bennett still got it. Nice job there by Taylor Bennett. Nice move in. Bennett bounces that one over the net to stay in play. No, it did not, as Bennett still tied up. Bennett trying to get away here. Again, there's going to be a lot of that tonight, I can only imagine.
Absolutely, and if I'm the NorthStars here, I got to think that they need to kind of move to more of a transition game. Their 5-on-5 just looks stale. It looks outmatched by this Guelph Regals team. You got to score goals the best way you can, and usually it's running the floor as quickly as possible. Use numbers when you have them, and here's a great opportunity to do that.
As Brown hits a man, wide open! Great save there by Dickens. I believe the shooter was Chase Garvey.
And those are the chances you have to generate. And that's just pushing the floor hard. Just go run. It doesn't matter if you have a great stick or not. Use your feet, get up the floor, get it to your offense on the break, and try to get an odd man. Whether that's a 2-on-1, a 3-on-2, or 4-on-3, try to score in transition. That's their best chance of the night, and it's from pushing the ball.
McKay put that one right off the post, the captain, second leading point getter there. But I think right off the post, off the one-timer, all the way around it goes. Passed over again, that shot right off of Klagas' ankle, and Logan Klagas is sometimes just not caring about his body. He's now up. Lahome Wickens hits a wide open man. That shot, great save. Dickens has got buried after the shot. There was Nolan McVicker. Ball hits the deck. Lahome Wickens tries to get it, so does McVicker, and they'll both go off, I can only imagine.
It's going to be an exhausting game for the NorthStars, but you can see that transition. There was still a bit of hesitancy there, but it still generated a good scoring opportunity for them. And I've seen 5 or 6 possessions that could be similar to that one. They just got to keep going. They got to keep moving their feet and keep running.
Gage Thompson now trying to find his shot. He will over the net. It goes behind. Coverdale goes to stop up, it does, and now here's the waiting arms of Dawson Marshall. Marshall just trying to get away. Marshall loses it, but it goes right into the waiting arms of Logan Klegus. Klegus makes his move, 3-on-2 that way. Klegus has McKechnie, just couldn't get the pass across. That might have been the best chance of the night for Owen Sound, but it ends up being fruitless. As now Blakely, he gives it off.
I'm going to have to pay attention to the Guelph Eagles offense. Maybe they're not getting to the bench quick enough, but the North Stars have had chances in transition almost every possession.
That they have, and it's Driscoll. All the way around it will go. Got about 8 left to shoot. That one's saved there. Ball comes loose and right into the waiting arms of Downey. Out it goes again for the Regals. Nice move in. Good save again by Plater. That ball takes an awkward bounce, and I thought Brown was going to go, but he never actually ended up getting full possession. Now he does, and Tyler Brown's going to have a break. Tyler Brown in alone. Off the goalkeeper it goes. Talon Brown had a great chance there, and it was a second opportunity off of a really awkward bounce off the turf.
Yeah, good loose ball. It wasn't the easiest thing at center, but he took care of it. Good shot on net.
It gets the team to possession regardless. Colby Ray. Gonna have to find a way here. Colby Ray all the way around. Up top now hits Couples. Couples, nice move. Couples all the way around he goes. Got 15 left to shoot. Couples hits McKechnie. McKechnie trying to get away here. Ball comes loose. Couples is the only one who sees it. Couples may just have to fire. He does. Good save there by Dickens. Ball comes loose. Everest thought about going for it, but thinks smart and goes back for defense.
That's a great chance. Great job by Couples to try to get a reset there too as well. Put it on the goalie, see what happens. North Stars had a chance at it, getting an extra possession.
Nice deflection there in the shoot passing lane with Zach Lemon. Coverdale hits a wide open runner, and it's Nolan McVicker. McVicker gonna go. Ends up having to stop up because the Regals were quick out that time. As McKechnie trying to get his way around. McKechnie hits a runner off the bench now. That looks to be Levine. Levine got about 12 left to shoot. Now hits Moynihan. Moynihan waiting, now hits that shot. Better say that was Levine with the shoot. As now away will again go Tuscan and the Guelph Eagles. That pass all the way across the floor. Into the middle. That shot saved off the boot of Miles Plater. Ball comes hot out. It's going to go into the waiting arms of Talon Brown again. Someone quick off the bench. Chance now. Talon Brown through some contact. Talon Brown just on target. Brown's had a couple of good chances here early.
Keep going. 7 minutes left in the period. The North Stars are going to be gassed. The defense, the transition has been going, and it's been good to see, but they got to keep doing it. That's the only way they're generating right now.
And Guelph's been giving them some pretty good lanes in transition. That ball passed across, just caught, fired through some bodies, ends up going into the corner. It may go all the way to the center line, hits off the bench, maybe a chance to fire, does, but it goes high and into a light.
All right, use your full 30 here. Get the offense out, move the ball around. Let's see some good hard picks at the half wall. Let's get into some scoring chances as well, too.
All the way down now for Sly Sundown. Sundown. Right over the top, Sundown just could not catch. There was Couples. Couples still trying to chase. Couples tries to box out. He does. Couples, nice move. Couples off the post. I'm not sure if that hit out of play. They're going to say it stays. So ball now goes up against the boards. Couples goes to retrieve. Couples in. Couples. Great save there. Not caught by Ray as it almost had a chance to one-tap that off the goalie, but just was not able to get into his wickets.
Yeah, Couples has been a nice face to see on that offense. He adds a dynamic on that right side, a lot of speed, a lot of good ball handling. It's just a little extra more comfort for those lefties to throw the ball across and make a good play on the ball.
Nice catch there off the deflection off the boards as Bennett trying to force that one loose. He does, as right now plays it all the way across. That shot saved there by Plater. Ball comes loose as it hit the netminder, so shot clock does reset. But McVicker's able to catch. McVicker hits Logan Klegus. Klegus make it up the floor. Klegus taking his time as he now plays it over. Levine. It's McKechnie. McKechnie surveying the floor. McKechnie, nice bump. McKechnie off the boot, goes sky high, and they'll keep the ball. That's McKechnie's maybe first real chance, and it almost goes. They'll start with it now. McKechnie. Right around Moynihan. Fired across. It's Levine. Levine back for him. McKechnie fires. Good save there by Dickinson, but stays in the restricted area. And now able to go the Regals.
Dickinson's looking really solid right now. He's seeing the ball really well. You got to get inside a little bit, but those are a couple good possessions.
Now going down to the corner there looks to be Tyson Weinstein. Passed across the floor. Looking to fire still. Never ends up getting a real chance. The defender ended up throwing Coverdale into him, so it'll go the other way. Maybe unlucky more than anything else for the Regals there.
The referee must not have been watching that pick happen, because that is not allowed to happen.
As that ball gets almost knocked in a Marshall stick. Marshall still has it somehow. Ball now up against the boards, and now away should go the Regals, and away will go the Regals. Colby Ray chasing behind, so that will at least stop them up for the moment. As the Regals will go back into offense, there is McKay. It's Schmidt. Schmidt looking to fire. He does, scores! Cannon Schmidt makes it 2-0 Regals.
Cannon Schmidt has a cannon.
Pun intended.
Yes, and you can see it in his stats. Find the back of the net. So he's another guy. He doesn't have as many assists as the other guys, but I think when I was looking at it,
25 goals in 15 games. He's a shooter.
That's pretty good.
Make that 26 and 16.
Yeah, good hard pick here. Great seal. Yeah, top corner. That's too close. No goalie stopping that from a guy who's got 26 on the year.
Violation there against the NorthStars. We'll get back the ball to the Regals as McDonald bounces it back. Hits the waiting arms of Gage Thompson. Gage.
I think if Gage Thompson can hit the goal, he's got a pretty good shot too. He's tried top corner the last 3 shots and he's just narrowly missing, but I think you might see one from him.
Nice shot there, but better save again by Miles Plater. The attempt there looked to be Braden Driscoll, as now away comes his numerical counterpart in Greiner Patak. It's Sly Sundown, the big man. Sundown lays it back now. Lahome Wickens hits Couples. Couples airmails that one out of play.
I've been really impressed with this Regals defense. They're not allowing the NorthStars to just set picks. They're being really aggressive. They're moving players before that pick can happen. As an offensive player, it makes it really challenging. You have to drive your man into those picks. You got to find a way to use the position that's given to you and get around it. And they're just allowing them to steer them away right now.
As Cannon just couldn't get that one away. Had a couple different chances, but just never had a chance to shoot. Shot clocks end up stopping, so they're having to count now. That shot scores! Bounce through, and that's Owen Downey finally getting himself on the score sheet. That makes it 3-0 Regals.
As I was impressed with the defense on this Guelph Regals team, I'm really impressed with their offense. They move the ball really well. They shoot shots that they should be shooting. And they're switching up their shots too. They're making Miles have to guess on where these are going. That was a bounce shot. Far side, they've gone a couple short side, they've gone top corner. They've scored 3 different ways. So Miles is guessing back there. He's doing a great job to keep the NorthStars in it, but we gotta step out. We can't have those shots happen.
Lahome Wickens hits Coverdale, fires it right across for Greiner Patak. Greiner might have to just turn on the Jets here. Greiner right near the white line, gets it off there. Down for McElmoyle, but gifts it away, and a chance now on a break for the Regals. LaBelle in. Great save by Plater. Where is it? It's in the knee pad. Lucky for him, because that was a wide open Simon LaBelle who had a real good chance to make it 4.
You always want your goalie to stop the next shot after a goal, and Miles is being tested with that theory tonight. Great scoring chances back-to-back off the last 2 goals for the Guelph Regals.
Nice move there, Levine hits Sundown. Sundown's got 10 left to go. Sundown over the top. Nice move, Sundown. Sundown! Great save, Dickens, my goodness. Then ball goes in the restricted area. As Sundown not happy about something, as he's going to give an extra couple whacks at the defender that was giving him some work. Sly's a pretty cool customer, so obviously not happy about something.
Yeah, frustration, down 3. You know, you want that to go in. You just got to make sure you got to stay on the floor as a top offensive player for this Owen Sound team. Yeah,
and get no retaliations and send this Guelph Regals team already up in a power play. That shot saved there by Plater goes into the half boards there. Ball comes loose and a chance for Taylor Bennett to go. Bennett turn on the Jets. Got one trailing. Bennett, great save. Dickens into the corner it goes. Retrieved by Chase Garvey. Garvey gonna cruise away. Hits Coverdale. Coverdale, the big man, thought about going. Gives it up for McKechnie. McKechnie a good catch. McKechnie It's his moment. McKechnie through some stick checks, hits Couples. Couples, nice move. Couples just wayward there. Did it go out of play? It does, just off the top of the boards.
Good take to net. Good, strong, hard take. That's what we need to see.
Honestly, with a minute and a half left in this first period, I know Owen wants to get that first marker there, Curtis, but maybe I honestly think just going in down 3-0 and not letting it get to 4 is a key here, as that one just whistled wide. It will go out of play into the Owen Sound bench.
I think they will take down 3. Now, mind you, the game could be a lot closer here too on the score, but down 3, you're going to take that for this first period. This Guelph team is a really talented group.
And again, beat you 50-4 earlier in this year, so you want to keep them close.
Yeah, you don't want it to get away from you in the first period.
Moynihan, nice move there. Moynihan hit Couples. Couples hits Colby Ray. Colby Ray all the way around hits Couples. Couples, nice move. Couples, great save again. Dickinson has been sparkling here for the Regals. Couples will start. It's Ray. Oh, and over him. It'll be an over and back. And that will start all the way into the Owen Sound end.
That's a tough one. You don't want to give the Regals 30 seconds here to get something going. If they get the reset, they're going to have the last shot, and that's what they're going to be working for here. They're going to throw one on Miles at the pads here at the end of the 30 seconds, unless they get a great scoring chance like this.
Lorton will fire right off the chest protector there, whacked away by, I want to say that was Klagus. Gardner Patak will go pick it up. I thought that'd be an over and back. They'd say they didn't touch it. I'm surprised there.
I think
so the Regals will get the 30 seconds.
I think because it hit the goalie that it was allowed to go over and back there.
Actually, the reset we called now, that's behind the back, goes out over the net. Griner Patak gets hit. He'll get it. Griner Patak, wait a second. Timeout taken by Owen Sound with 17 and a half left in the first frame. We'll see if Owen Sound will pull Miles Plater, and when or if they do, we'll see if they can get that opening marker of the contest, Curtis.
I think you go 6-on-5. You're down 3. You got 17 seconds left to draw something up. I think you take the advantage of the 6-on-5 and try to score here, get some momentum going into the end of the period. NorthStars used the timeout. You only get 2 timeouts, 2 timeouts, three periods of lacrosse. So basically now you have 1 timeout the rest of the way. You're using it here, I think, with the intention of going 6-on-5 to draw something up. I don't think you go 5-on-5. I think you're going 6-on-5 to try to score.
Your brother Curtis, Travis Gibbons, was lurking over the shoulder of Carter Moran, former captain and current Senior B member of the Owen Sound NorthStars Club, assistant coach this year, drawing it up there on the board. I saw him drawing up on the board on the last possession for the Regals as well, so obviously he wanted to make sure his guys knew where they were going and what they were doing. As Couples will start, you got to imagine 6-on-5, they're going to wait about 10 seconds before they initiate the action.
Yes.
Usually.
Yes. They're not also ready to give one up here, because then the momentum is totally shifted.
Exactly.
They are going to be very cautious, and there was one that went like that in Windsor. Now, there was a meaningless goal, but still, nice play.
And then just misses Couples. Ball comes loose for Dickens. Ball goes high. Can Ray catch it? That will be the period. Almost. Interesting on both ends. That ball ends up missing Couples, but then misses Dickinson as well. So neither team do any more damage. It is 3-0 Regals after 1.
Great play design there by the NorthStars. Love to see Travis trusting his offensive coordinator there, Carter Moran, to draw that up, and it looked really good. Just an execution point there, but they got the look that they were looking for.
And again, Kurt, we talked about it last time you and I were up here as a basketball coach yourself, a pretty successful one, go St. Mary's, and as a mediocre one myself, you know, it's really hard to convince guys that process matters when it doesn't work.
That's right.
So it's really good to see them be able to do something like that and Carter go, that's what I wanted. I know it did not lead to the result we wanted, but that's what we have to do. If we do that enough times over and over and over again, eventually we're going to get what we're looking for. And eventually we're going to find our breakthrough, especially with how good Dane Dickinson has been good in this period.
Yes, and that's a tough pass to make, but it definitely does have to be high on the stick. If it's low, close to the body, it's a very tough pass to receive as you're down screening. But yeah, you got to trust it. You got to know, like, hey, that was good. We just got to clean it up a little bit, and that comes with practice. That comes with reps. You know, sometimes you work on the 6-on-5 and the 5-on-4, you know, countless times in practice. but it's just that familiarity. It's throwing that pass. Sometimes it's a different guy. You just got to be able to get out there and execute in those tight moments, because that could have easily gone back the other way after the miss.
Well, Kurt, before we go for our break and I get a chance to run down and talk to number 17 leading point getter and all of the OLA, Ben Morton of the Guelph Eagles, what do you think Owen Sound's got to do in the next period and maybe in the next 2 periods to be able to stage their way back here against the high-powered Guelph Eagles?
I don't think they're winning this game 5-on-5. I'll be quite honest with you. Offense, defense, I think it's going to go to Guelph's favor. What they have to do is try to find goals the old-fashioned way, and that's running. They got to manufacture some in transition. They got to really push it. They got to come with a really good plan here of getting guys on and off the bench as fast as they can, and don't be hesitant. Try to find the advantages where they come, and don't get into a 5-on-5 battle. If they do get power plays, they have to execute. We haven't seen a penalty yet, which has been wild.
It may be good for Owen Sound too.
Yes, but if they, I don't want to see the Guelph Eagles on the power play.
Exactly.
It's going to be very dangerous. But they can't. They got to win that battle as well too. Man up, man down. So I think those are a couple big keys: transition and winning the special team battle.
Well, we'll see if Owen Sound can get themselves on a power play. Usually moving your feet causes guys to take some stick and fraction, so we'll see if Owen Sound can force anything in the upcoming period. But coming up next, after we take our small break, will be myself, Spencer Byers, talking to the leading point getter in the Junior B division, Ben Morton of the Guelph Eagles. Shore, Spencer Byers ringside with me. Is the leading point getter in the OLA, Ben Morton. Ben, you have 81 points on the season coming in. You got 2 points already tonight. What do you feel like's really led to your offense here in the Junior B season?
Yeah, we're just sticking to the systems, what we've done in practice, just moving the ball well. We got a young group, but we're doing what we're told, and we just move the ball well, and we got a lot of guys who can shoot the ball and put the ball in the net, so yeah.
You guys are 11-4 coming into tonight, including 2 overtime losses, so you guys have been red hot throughout this season. What do you feel like's really led to that for your guys throughout this Junior B season?
Yeah, we're just trying to push through all 3 periods. We've always talked about during the season pushing through all 60 minutes, and we're just striving to do that every single game, just working hard all game. So tonight we're just looking to finish the last 40 strong, and
Now, you guys played this Owen Sound team in the opening game of your season back in Guelph and won 15-4. What did you learn in that contest against the Owen Sound NorthStars?
Yeah, they're a good team. They're big bodies. They're strong. They got a new group out. They got a bunch of new faces. So we're just playing it like it's a new game. We're going to come out, play like it's a 0-0 game, and every period's a new game. So we're just going to come out strong, and
Ben, my last question here for you is you got 2 points here tonight already, a goal and an assist. As previously mentioned, you're up 3-0 through 20 minutes. What do you feel like you guys have to do in the next 40 to come up with a big win here tonight against Owen Sound and go 12-4?
Yeah, just like we said, stick to the systems, shoot the ball. We need to get in tight, set hard screens, come around the top, pass the ball well, swing the ball, and yeah, put the ball in the net.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Ben Morton of the Guelph Eagles. Good luck.
Thank you.
Alrighty, and we'll be right back with the rest of our first intermission after this on Rogers TV. Welcome back here to the Harry Lumley Bayshore Community Center on top of what would be the J.D. MacArthur Arena. 3-0 Guelph Eagles over the Owen Sound NorthStars in OLA Junior B lacrosse action here on Rogers TV. Spencer Byers, Curtis Gibbons taking you through tonight. Before I mix you up for your brother I barely met before. I think I've spoken to all of one time, which was on the night we honored Matt Eckert, but Curtis down 3-0. Guelph Eagles 11-14, beat this Owen Sound team earlier this year, 15-4, but as Ben Morton alluded to, different team they're playing against tonight, a lot of new faces, and obviously a lot more momentum after winning those two big games against Wallaceburg and London, scoring a combined 31 goals from my count, 16 in one and 15 in the other. First period was a struggle, unlike those previous two contests where they started off really hot, but now with the short bench, transition is going to play a big factor, and we'll see, as a lot of running was done in that first frame for Owen Sound, we'll see if they can bring it to the short bench in the second period.
From a confidence standpoint too, if you're Owen Sound, you want to show that you can score against good teams. It's easy to put up 20, it's easy to put up 15 against some of the weaker teams in the league, but you got to be able to do it against Orangeville, you got to be able to do it against Guelph, you got to be able to do it against Six Nations. So let's see how they respond here after going zeros in the first.
What a move by Couples! Great save, Dickinson. Couples, I think, had the wire on as he heard you, Curtis, but wasn't able to cash that one in. Now a chance the other way. Nice move. Guelph, great save by Plater. And that was LaBelle again, who had a great opportunity in the last period on a breakaway. Nice move there. That one bounced, and a good save there by Plater off of Cannon Schmidt. Schmidt catches it off the bounce. Schmidt for Gage Thompson. Gage fires that one. Good save, Plater. Gets stuck in the restricted area, comes out finally, and will roll the Braden Driscoll. Driscoll behind the net. That's Morton. Ben Morton. What a pass. Just could not be caught there off the first one. Nice move. Stepped in. Off the post, though, for Gage Thompson. He's been caressing the scoring area. Now picked up McKechnie. Quick, McKechnie off the post. Oh my, couldn't get much closer for Colton McKechnie, who's top 20 in points this year, 52 to be exact. As now Bennett. Nice move, Taylor Bennett down. Brock McElboyle, great save. Dickinson, he got plowed into the net, so it should be Owen Sound. No, it'll be Guelph ball. It'll go the other way quickly now.
Some action here to start the second period there, Spencer.
Fireworks indeed. I know it's prom night here in the building, but it ain't for us.
Fire us up. My crystal ball must be working because the NorthStars are trying to score in transition.
That they are. I'm telling you, they had the wire down. Travis and you definitely got some walkie-talkie system, I bet. That ball misses. It hits Coverdale. Coverdale thought about running, but there's two defenders now making three defenders, now making four defenders for the Regals. Coverdale gets over, bounced off a check. The big man spinning, lost it. Ball comes loose. Where is it? Coverdale's the only one who sees it, but never is able to reacquire it. But now Weinstein's struggling to kick it up. He gets right to the red line, or right to the white line, I should say, and now over it will go. Nice move in. Guelph Regals scores! Troy McDonald makes it 4-0, 2 minutes in.
One problem about running out the front door and the back door is you can be tired. So Noah Couples, you know, he is a great defender. He can move up the floor in transition, so you do want him going out your back door, up your front, especially in a transition situation. But you can see him just get blown by a little bit there and just not ready for it because, you know, unfortunately, that role, you are going to be gassed, even if you're coming back from NCAA and your school season.
We'll mention something on the break as now Couples again off the face-off. Couples through a body. Couples, nice move, just never able to get in a shooting angle. Couples fired across, hits McKechnie, now hits Moynihan. Moynihan hits Sundown. Sundown gonna fire just wide at Dickinson. I thought he maybe fooled him as that one goes out of play and it will go the Guelph way. We'll mention down in Brampton, the Owen Sound MSL NorthStars are down 4-1 to the Brampton Excelsiors. Lone goal by, it looks like, Greg Elijah Brown for the NorthStars. Thanks again to Steve McCarthy, my normal color commentator. I'm surprised that wasn't a trip on Owen Sound, but again, the referee is letting the guys play. Passed across again. Shot there low, good save. That one was Bowen Downey. Ball will go the other way as Downey takes the foul. Marshall quickly up, and he'll hit Zach Lemon. Lemon waiting for some reinforcements. He gets it off for Levine. Levine is going to hit Sundown. Sundown gives it off for McKechnie. McKechnie not letting him get any real space, it looks like. McKechnie still trying to get a little bit of room. He does now. Good save there by Dickens. Lands in a really vulnerable area, but only Navy was there.
As soon as Colt McKechnie catches that ball on the half wall, you got to have a pick screaming his way to get him open. You got to surprise the defense. As soon as it touches his stick, your full momentum, you're getting him open.
Right in, great save there by Plater. Ball reacquired quickly though by Zachary Wright. All the way down now behind the net. Schmidt comes across the top, what a pass across. Great save there by Plater. Ball comes loose, Lahone Wickens gets it out. Moynihan, that was McVicker, now finds Coverdale. Coverdale. Good job there by the Regals to stop the transition as now hits Noah Couples. Couples, as you mentioned, fresh from the NCAA. Nice move, Couples. Good save there low by the netminder, Dane Dickinson.
A little desperate here, and you know what? I don't even mind the shot at this point in the game. I think you got to take it. This Guelph Regals defense is looking pretty solid.
And that ball almost airmailed away, but stays in the yard. As now Bowen Downey gets it down for Troy McDonald. All the way over it goes. McKay over, not caught by Morton, but now hits the waiting arms of Downey. Downey trying to find his angle, gets tied up by two different orange shirts. Ball comes loose, and away will go Noah Couples. Couples cruising in, waiting for reinforcements to jump off the bench. Make it 3-on-3. Make it 4-on-3. Couples trying to spin. Couples in, just wide wayward of the net. Ray went to go catch, not able to. Fisted up near the net, but it goes out of play. An extra shove there, and who are they going to call? They're going to call the Regal, it looks like. As he got a hold, it looks like Levine. Oh, wait. They called Caden Levine. So Levine's going to go for the first minor of the contest and give Guelph the first power play of the game.
All right, let's see how this Guelph Regals team moves on the power play. I'm really excited to watch them move this ball around. I'm going to think, just looking at the scores that they have and what I've seen so far, I bet it's going to be a very exciting power play here. The NorthStars, any reset opportunity here, they have to secure the ball. Okay, we're going to a diamond, so that's putting a lot of pressure on the top, right? They're allowing the crease to score. You're basically get it down to the creases, work it amongst yourselves.
McKay puts that one just wide. It's going over and back. Bennett's going to race. Can Bennett get there? Bennett cannot. It's going to go in the restricted area, so Bennett will have to wait. Bennett going to run around the top. Again, McKay had 14 points of the 15 goals Guelph scored in their first contest. And a nice couple whacks there for Bennett, who does the swim. Got 15 left here to chew on the shot clock as Bennett takes another beating for the trouble. Nice move. Taylor Bennett gonna get doubled here in a second. I see the second one lurking. Bennett taking a couple extra whacks behind the back. Kind of goes towards McKechnie, who's not able to catch it. And now away come the Regals. Gage Thompson. It's Ben Morton. Thompson. Morton. Thompson. Puts it down low. McKay across, just not a shooting angle there for Downey. Downey hits the deck, ball comes loose. Morton, fake. Gage, the player down. That one shot wayward, just stays in the yard. Got 1 second to shoot. No, a second, the shot clock goes, but it's gonna stay. Well, ball, it stays in play. Morton realizes it and takes it back. Not sure where this reset came from. Must have hit Plater somehow there, Curtis.
Heads up play by Morton.
And Couples got caught maybe a little bit watching there, or pardon me, that would have been Zach Lemon.
And these are the second opportunities you really want to avoid.
Morton scores! And Morton's got something to say to Zach Lemon as he scores. And that makes it 5-0, and it's a power play marker for the Regals. And it goes bad to worse, Curtis.
Yeah, you have to protect that ball. You have to get it back. You got to kill 30 seconds up there. You're almost out of the power play, and you give the ball back. Just a veteran play by Ben Morton, and he's letting the defender know it too. There's a bit of swagger to this Guelph team.
Oh, I mean, when you're 11-4, I think you kind of earned it. That ball airmailed away there by Coverdale. Guelph now got a chance to have it. Coverdale tries to stop up. He kind of does. Good job there by Coverdale, but able to get it over anyway. That's now Troy McDonald. Ball given away. Jaws could not catch it off the bounce. There was Dawson Marshall. Marshall's got McVicker, not able to give it away. Can he give it now? Marshall just going to keep going. Marshall loses it. McVicker never caught it. Ball still loose. Where is it? Sundown can't either. Sundown, though, next one chasing. This will go off. As Tuscan gives it off. Driscoll. Round it goes. Ben Morton looking for the hat trick. Good save there by Plater. Coverdale gonna fire just through the stick of Couples. Can Couples reacquire? Couples got it. Couples shoots. Great boot save by Dane Dickinson.
Yeah, you just got to go in transition. You got to take those shots. Those are what you're getting. It does put a lot of pressure on your defense. I'm sure they could have used 30 seconds there, but you got to take them at 5-0 and an offense that's kind of stale.
That shot saved there off the boot of Miles Plater. McKay. Nice shot there. Better save again by Plater. Coverdale looking for an option. He hits Talon Brown. Brown gonna have to stop up here again, trying to give those defenders a chance to breathe here. As Levine goes to retrieve. Gonna get chased as he does. Levine trying to create some space. Hits Brown. Smothering right now with the Regals. Ball pops out to Levine. Levine gonna rear out. He's got 5 to shoot. That went right off the bucket. And that's gonna get over. That was Nicholas Dabik getting in the way. Shot clock goes, and it'll be Regals' ball. The Eagles are really ramping it up here in the second period, Curtis.
The pressure has increased on the defensive end. This offensive unit on offense, they're having a tough go.
Great save there by Plater off the shooter there. And that was Gage Thompson, who again has been very noticeable here tonight. Thompson skies it for Morton. Morton off the screen. Morton fires. Good save there by Plater. Ball comes into the slot area. Picked up. Back for Morton.
He's operating at a high level there.
Trying to get around Thompson. Gage looking to fire now. They'll get over the top again. Just missed his intended target. Ball goes into the corner. Greiner Pawtucket trying to hold it up. Ball comes loose, and it's picked up by Owen Sound. They have a chance with some numbers. Hits McVicker, but now they lose him.
That offensive possession, I know they missed the pass, but like just the double pick. You know, you set a pick, player keeps moving his feet, and then you come back and set it even harder on the other way, and then you free open. It's a thing of beauty, and it's just something I'd love to see the NorthStars execute too.
Moynihan, that one's deflected before it ever gets back to Brock McElmoyle. What a play by McElmoyle. McElmoyle's never going to be able to get back that ball. And they're going to hold him up there. As now away will come the Regals quickly off the bench. That one saved by Plater. Ball's going to come hot out, picked up by Lemon. Lemon trying to get it to Coverdale, going to get chased down by two different Regals as Lemon makes it through. Stick on the floor still. Lemon going to run through Couples, gets knocked down, and there's going to be a penalty going against the Regals. First power play, Owen Sound as Coverdale finishes his check. As Plater barely made it to the bench, as he might get a water break here, and they're going to send Dane Dickinson for the same thing. We'll see if Dane takes it.
And Coverdale's got to be careful there. You can easily get an interference call in that situation on a delayed penalty. You've got to go on the power play there. You need to rest your defense. You need to get the ball zipping around on offense. There's so many things that this power play is bringing the NorthStars right now that they need, and you just can't give it up. You can't give the ref any reason to make a call in that situation. Okay, so the NorthStars are starting in a man-in-the-middle look. So he's going to set a hard pick, either on ball or off ball. They're going to time it to what they want.
Nice pass. McElmoyle, great save. Low-Mickens couldn't catch. And now Couples does. Fresh shot clock.
And if the defense doesn't respect him like they aren't, yeah, there's the hard pick.
Couples fires that one off a body. It's going to go too long. Couples may have a chance to retrieving. Ball still on the deck. Now whacked away. So now no over and back. Chance for Talon Bound to recover, but he's only got 12 left to work. They got to move it. They got 10 now to work. Couples got 8, 7. They get 5. McKechnie, good save there. Ball goes loose in the restricted area, but a good job there by Dickinson to keep it. Bounces, and it goes to his defender. That ball gifted it back to Owen Sound. Rare miscue by the Regals so far tonight is now McVicker will make his way up the floor. McVicker hits Brock McElmoyle. McElmoyle hits Couples. McKechnie, Sundown. McKechnie, Couples, gets the screen. Couples off the helmet. Who did it hit? It hit a Regal. McElmoyle thought it hit him. And wait a second, Dane Dickinson saying his pad's loose, so he's going to go to the bench and get a wardrobe fix here. So a chance for the Guelph Regals defenders to catch their breath.
Veteran move, slow it down.
I think Miles Plater is also going to take the water break.
It is hot in here, Spencer.
I'm assuming with all the body heat from all those high school students are making this building hot. It was hot this afternoon. It was cooling off a little bit as we entered the rink here at about 7 to 8 o'clock, and the rink feels it. It's a warm one. We're lucky to have the turf, because I think with the concrete, it would have been a rather slippery endeavor. As we've seen throughout this season, or previous seasons, I should say. As with this quick break, I will run to my score sheet to check what's going on in Brampton, and thank goodness I did. It's now 6-5 North Stars over the Brampton Excelsiors in Brampton. Their game started exactly when ours did. And leading right now, Riley Ford's got 3 points and 2 goals. Greg Elijah Brown's got 2 goals as well. 4 assists for the draft pick there in Callum Brennan. Couples in, just couldn't get that one on target. Can McKechnie keep it? No.
That's a scissor pick. So top goes down, picks crease man then picks up for shooter. Shooter goes through the middle. It's a classic. I've used that as a 6-on-5 play that's been very effective. Also on the power play. It just, when things aren't going well with the ball and you need to get into the middle, that's a great play to go to.
4-on-3 right now in the offensive zone for the Guelph Eagles. They're trying to chew up all of what's left of this power play for Owen Sound. Nice move, almost had a chance towards the net there for Bowen Downey, who's just gonna keep running. He's getting chased by Coverdale, Bennett watching. Downey, got 8 left to shoot. Downey, gonna pass across. What a pass, good save there. Ball comes loose, but Dawson Marshall's the only one there. Last chance here for Owen Sound, you'd think. Lahome Wickens hits Couples. Guy coming out of the box now, it's 5-on-5. Couples fires! Where is it? Good save there by Dickinson. He didn't even wait for the whistle. Quickly up the floor it comes. Bad reception, ball comes loose. McVicker picks it up. McVicker trying to make his move. Nice move by Nolan McVicker. Hits Couples. Couples. Again, getting smothered. Skies it. Hits Levine. Levine. Waiting. Hits McKechnie. No, misses him. Hits off the boards, and away will go the Regals. Through a multitude of sticks as it now hits. Another Regal. Now in. Regal break. Great save there by Plater. And now Levine catches.
Yeah, Plater's doing a great job of keeping this North Stars team in this game. Oh,
that was close for Callum Brown for the over and back there for Coverdale.
Every possession is so valuable in these games.
Especially down 5. That shot from a mile away. Moynihan into the rafters it goes.
You're just not beating this goalie with the shot like that. You got to save it. You got to find a way to get a possession there.
The offense is stalled, as we've seen it stalled against a lot of the upper echelon teams in the OLA this season. Nice move there, passed across, missed the first target, I think. Nice catch, and that one goes, I think, off of Plater. Schmidt couldn't catch it off the boards, but away will go. Well, that one whistled wide, ball comes loose, and will be caught there by Caleb Brown. As Couples now loses it, but might get it back. Couples trying to dance away. He's never able to get away from the boards there as Lahome Wickens goes to join him. Couples just can't get away. As Guelph now. Davik gives it off now for Morton. It's Schmidt. Nice move there. Cannon Schmidt scores! His second of the night for number 2, make it 6-0 for the Guelph Regals.
You knew another one was coming for Guelph. You just didn't know when it was going to happen. And nice hard pick here. High. Cannon comes over top of it. Cannonball
indeed, and now Jacob Flooney's got the equipment. He was going to come in for Miles Plater. Now, I've seen them do this at least twice this season where they pulled Miles Plater for about a minute or two, been a reset, and now Flooney come back out. I don't know if that is the situation here, Curtis, but Plater will come out, and again, I don't necessarily think it's a indictment of Miles Plater's play, but more maybe of a reset for him and or the squad.
Yeah, there's 2 goalies on the North Stars bench, Ethan Woods and Braden Bell. So, you know, he's in good hands to get a quick little, you know, memo from them. But at no point are any of those 6 goals Miles' fault. He is playing a great game. This game could easily be 10-0. He's making some great saves against some great players. You know, yeah, is it hot in here? Yeah. Is he tired? He's giving your team a chance to win. I think you just got to keep him in the net there. Take the time out if you need.
Great save by Flooney. Next ball misses the target. Gonna say it was in, so it's gonna get back to Owen Sound, and they tested Flooney quick off that switch.
As they should. As soon as a new goalie goes into a game, that's what you're saying to your offense. Get a shot on net. It doesn't matter from where. Make sure this possession leads to a shot.
Sundown almost didn't catch it. He finally did catch it off about the 3rd bounce. Tried to pass it. That ball's now stuck in some jerseys in lots of feet. Sundown again able to hold like 3 guys because just how big he is. And now McKechnie trying to chase down. Able to get away, however, was Davik. As giving it off there as that hits Morton. Morton down for Gage Thompson. Nice move there by Gage. Under 5 to go in the 2nd frame. 6-0 Regals. Hits Weinstein. Now Morton. Morton right in front. Spinning. Caught. There was Schmidt. Didn't see a Talon Brown lurking. Nice move, Marshall. Nice move, Marshall. Trying to get away. Loses it. Ball now held up. Everyone converging. Brown comes away with it. Brown's going to try to dash around. Brown now going to have to wait up and give it off there for Couples. Couples hits McKechnie. McKechnie takes a screen. McKechnie. Back now. Levine. McKechnie. Got to shoot. McKechnie. Saved there by Dickens, and it's Dickinson, I should say, and it dies in the restricted area.
As the North Stars have gotten tired and Guelph has cleaned up the transition, the offense for the North Stars is just very complacent right now. They're just bombing from the outside, nothing in tight. You know, they're just not even getting into the middle of the floor or even attempting to. So they're deflated right now. They need something to go their way. They need some workhorse on offense to show a bit of grit on that side of the floor.
Yeah, and Bennett got tied up with somebody there behind the net, and whistle's gonna go, and they're gonna give Bennett a penalty, and that's a costly one to Taylor Bennett. Not only a top penalty killer, but a frustration call against Bennett. I can only imagine it's gonna be it's a slash going against Taylor Bennett.
As the score gets higher, the sticks start working a little bit more. It's kind of always been the Owen Sound kind of crutch. You know, we like to become stick artists when we're losing it a little bit, and you just got to be disciplined. You got to give yourself a chance. You just can't give this team another look. So we saw a diamond on their first power penalty kill. Let's see if they go back to it here.
Passed across again, never able to fire. Now hits Morton. Morton. Thompson. Morton. What a pass across, almost hit. I look to be Lemon in the head. Thompson. Thompson. Great save there by Flooney. Morton. Thompson. What a pass across. Back down low, never able to catch. That looked to be McKay. Morton. Thompson. Hits down. That's Downey. Morton. McKay missed him. McKay caught it, then lost it again. Lemon then went to retrieve. That ball's going to go right near the line. Is it going to go over? Yes, it is, I thought. Whistle goes anyway, so the shot clock will go.
The back referee was calling that off of the North Stars, so he wasn't even going to call it over and back there. You just got to play the whistle sometimes in those situations. You just got to almost fake it. Just assume that it hit the North Stars player and keep playing.
As again, just trying to chew up this clock here as Lahome Wickens got it popped out of his stick. As he got converged on, the Regals will fire it up the floor and caught quickly there by Davik. Davik will wait for his offensive reinforcements. Now hits Gage. That's Thompson. Morton. Thompson. Morton. Thompson. Morton. That shot saved there. That was Thompson with a good attempt. Stolen now McVicker. McVicker gonna fire. Wide open is Couples. Couples may just try to make an offensive opportunity here. No, he'll end up going into the corner. No, and now he tries to go towards the net, but got it whacked right out of his stick. Couples fighting for it. Couples got it. Couples loses it again, and now the Eagles will pick it up, but back to 5-on-5 we go. A big kill for Owen Sound.
Couples has been a workhorse the first 2 periods. You can see some fatigue is setting in though.
You can only imagine with a lot of the running they've been trying to do in transition, it just has not been fruitful yet. And with the way Dane Dickinson's playing, you may have to wonder if it ever will become fruitful. Tuscan, nice move. Tuscan, that one deflected over the net, couldn't catch. Griner Patak not able to retrieve it, now he will. Griner Patak, nice move there. Again, lots of speed to burn there for Marcus. Lahome Wickens, that one saved off the glove there of Dane Dickinson, picked up off the bounce. Trying to get away there as a North Star. Does, what a move, Levine, great save, Dane Dickinson. Whistle goes against the Regals, Levine with a great job drawing a minor there, but my goodness, with 31 seconds left, there'll be basically 1 second separating shot clock from game clock, so this should be theoretically the last possession of the game, Curtis, or of the period.
Of the period, yeah. Finally, somebody drove to the net hard. They draw a penalty from their efforts, and then the North Stars are just bombing from the outside. You know, it's almost a compliment to this Guelph Regals defense, how far they're willing to shoot and not go inside. But finally, somebody drove to the net and gets rewarded for it. So now you get a power play. You're going to go right away. You're not waiting 30 seconds to get the last shot here. You're going to try and get your best shot early. You need the reset. You need the ball. You need to score.
Couples, good save there. Ball comes loose. Chance now for the Regals to go if they can get away. Ball comes loose, whacked away, but it's going to go wait into the waiting arms of Caleb Brown. Brown quickly back in. He goes. Sundown. Couples. Sundown. Fires, good save there by Dickinson. Dickinson just gonna try to hold it because he doesn't have to get it over. He'll airmail it, and that will be the period. 6-0, Regals over the Owen Sound North Stars, 1:28 remaining in the minor taken by the Regals. And Troy McDonald. And Owen Sound, you can almost say Curtis has to score on the power play coming into the third period.
You get the power play and you're still willing to shoot that shot from so far out. You got to get in closer. You just have to. It's a 5-on-4. There's no reason that you can't get a close look on your shooters. Get that ball moving. It just, you know, you're just settling because this defense has worn you out physically and mentally. They're in the North Stars' heads here, and you know Ethan Woods here is communicating to the referees about something. But unfortunately, right now you're down 6, and it's a lack of execution. It's a lack of effort on the offensive end. The defense is working so hard right now to keep you in this game. Miles did a great job. Flooney has come in and done spectacular. Offensively, you just have to be a little bit more accountable for the other guys on your team.
That you do. In fairness, Owen Sound able to keep the scoring to a minimum in relativity. They allowed 3 in the first, now 3 in the second. Going into the third and what looks like maybe final period of tonight's contest, Curtis, but obviously they got to find a way to score some goals. And one thing I did want to mention, I'm a little bit late on it, but better late than never. In the previous contest, in the 15-4 win for Guelph, Levi Wilson, who plays for the Junior A Elora Hawks, who finally made the jump from Junior B to Junior A, he played 4 games for the Guelph Regals, had 20 points in those 4 games. He had 9 against Owen Sound in that first matchup. So again, when you're wondering how is this a 6-0 game compared to 15-4, you almost have to circle maybe Levi Wilson has something to do with that, now finally playing Junior A with the Elora Hawks as his Junior A affiliate.
Throw him on this offense, and I just couldn't believe who would you take out? Like, they move the ball so well as a unit. It's so fun to watch. If you had another dynamic scorer like that, like there is just so many good handlers on this team, and they're really well coached. You know, fun story. My last year at Junior B, I actually played with Spencer Steinbach. Steiny, he's a great team guy. You can see why these guys play hard. I also played with Ken Colson. He played with the Senior B North Stars for a lot of years. So they got a couple really good coaches on that team, and you can see the guys have really bought into the system that they're trying to produce, and they're getting guys to play. You know, that's the biggest thing sometimes in a market like Guelph. They can play in Kitchener. They can play in Cambridge. they can go to Orangeville, they can now go to Aurora. There's so many great options for them to play. Sometimes just getting them to want to play for your team and work hard for you is the biggest battle. And you can tell these coaches have really got the buy-in and got some skill up there.
Well, we'll just have to see what the third period has in store for us, Curtis. Hopefully the North Stars can finally find some elusive offense here tonight. Coming up next year, after a little break, will be my interview with the incumbent, the first game of the season for Noah Couples. So you'll see myself, Spencer Byers, interviewing number 24, Noah Couples, after this. Now joining me with his first junior big game of the season, Noah Couples. Noah obviously checked into a lot of games throughout Meaford and Durham for the Owen Sound Junior B North Stars. What's it like tonight getting back into the game for the first time this season?
I'm just super fired up to be back with the boys. You know, the game's not going how we want it to right now, but we're with the boys, hanging out, love this team. Just happy to be here.
Well, I asked Everest this question. I'll ask you the same thing. You guys both kind of play a dual role. You play some D, you play some O. You know, what's that role like for you, being able to play both on the offense but also on the defense?
I think it's a definitely fun role. You find you can help out where you need it to. If the O is struggling, you go O. If the D is struggling, you go D.
always dangerous in the transition as well with your lethal shot. Obviously down 6 going into the third, potentially final period. What's the key for your guys to be able to come up with a win here tonight?
Just keep shooting the ball, and we're going to bury it eventually. So, yeah.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Noah Couples, the Owen NorthStars. Good luck.
Thank you.
All right, and we'll be right back with the rest of the third period after this on Rogers TV.
Welcome back, everyone. Ready to start the third period. My partner in crime here, Spencer Byers, is the busiest man in this arena. Interviewing the second intermission. Back in the booth here after a quick sprint up the stairs. It's also his birthday, by the way, everyone. So everybody wish Spencer a happy birthday.
Yes, it is a fun fact, my birthday, so happy birthday to me. Hopefully the NorthStars give me at least a goal for my birthday. You know, that's what I was wishing for when I blew up the candles this morning. Couples off the arm there. Noah Couples, as you heard during the second intermission, a man of few words, and as he mentioned, down 6 is not ideal for your debut.
Well, and he might be a bit exhausted from that first 2 periods, so.
But a pass across, scores! Everest Lahome Wickens! Answered by a birthday wish, it makes it 6-1. Power play goal no less, and we said going in to the intermission, Curtis, if Owen Sound's gonna score and make this the game, and had to be on the power play to begin the third period, it takes all of 34 seconds to finally get themselves on the board, and it's Everest Lahome Wickens.
Well, guess what? We got 19 and a half minutes left here, and you're only down 5. That is now doable. One goal can do a lot for your momentum.
And finally make you feel less like the guy here shooting on is invincible. I can only imagine that also kind of takes into account, especially in lacrosse, of we've taken so many shots from so many angles and hit so many spots, and it's just, how do we beat this guy? And now you finally have found your way through.
it can happen. And sometimes that is the mentality. It just breaks that confidence barrier and allows you to focus in on a few more of the finer details of offense.
And misplay there by the Eagles, so it should be an over and back, and it will be. We'll mention Jacob Flooney is staying in the cage here.
Okay. I want to get the ball here to Colton. I haven't seen the ball in Colton McKechnie's stick nearly enough. I want him on the half wall here with a pick and roll action.
Great. 4 couples. Hits Sundown. Down for McKechnie. McKechnie, make it your wish. McKechnie fires over the screen. Score! Colton McKechnie! How do you do? 6-2. Owen Sound with 2 quick ones, barely a minute apart. And all of a sudden, Curtis, it's a lacrosse game. All of a sudden, it's only 4. The mountain doesn't feel so high when you're halfway up.
Thank goodness the Gibbons brothers have walkie-talkies going right now, Spencer, because that was pretty quick to show me what I wanted to see in that moment.
I'm telling you, the walkie-talkies been in the Gibbons. We got to get you up here more often. Maybe not in the maybe if Steve's here and you're not able to broadcast, but just having the walkie-talkies to give it away. Now Lahome Wickens with a chance to rush. Lahome Wickens can't get that one over. Got tied up a little bit. Couples able to pick it back up though. Couples hits Coverdale. Coverdale gonna wait up for his offense. Hits McKechnie.
You can feel a shift. You can feel a shift on the energy on this offense.
McKechnie gets the screen from Sundown. What a pass. Sundown. McKechnie just couldn't catch. McKechnie now trying to catch the loose ball. McKechnie gets pinned up, and the shot clock's about to go. And now it does.
I got a text in the intermission from the great Max Dantas, and he told me I want to see some more hard picks. And Sly Sundown just answered with a really hard one there. Frees up Colton. You know, they don't execute, but that's the sizable pick that you want to see.
Schmidt down into the corner. Across the top, grid save there. Ball comes loose, where's it gonna land? Brown couldn't catch. Ball still on the floor. Ball bounces right near head level. Ball still on the deck. Now Talon Brown will race away. Brown trying to get around his defender now. He will, Brown. Gives it off for Sundown. Big Sly Sundown. Gets the screen from McKechnie. Sundown. It's Lahome Wickens. Down for Levine. Levine trying to scoop away. Hits Sundown, missed him. McKechnie gonna go set the screen. Comes up now. Sundown gonna make his move. Sundown. What a pass! Lahome Wickens. Great save by Dane Dickinson. What a crafty move there by the big man, Sly Sundown.
Yeah, excellent pass. First time they've caught the Guelph defense napping on the weak side, but what a pass to get that ball there.
Passed across, just missed Gage Thompson. Thought he got pushed in the back. Chance out of fire. Good save there by Flooney.
Flooney is looking excellent right now.
Yeah, especially in relief. What a pass! Just not in front of Lahome Wickens, who got draped there. Sky right near the white line. Got to get it over, however, Nate Long will. Cannon Schmidt. Cannon Schmidt trying to get around. Did he step? No, he did. I thought he did, but I was wondering for the whistle. He got it finally. Lucky there for Flooney, who still hasn't let up one. Brown initiates contact and gets away.
That help defense just has to be a little bit quicker. You can't let the guy get to the crease after he beats his defender that high.
Colby Ray trying to get it up now. Caden Levine trying to get away. Ball hits the deck. Brown also can't get there. Levine just trying to stop him up, trying to get the 8-second. I'm not sure when they got possession. They'll get it over. And now a chance to really go. The Regals passed over. Great save, Flooney, as he stepped in anyway. And Zachary right there with the opportunity. Now the other way for Chase Garvey. Garvey, it's McKechnie. McKechnie looks to fire. Good save there with the stick of Dane Dickinson. We'll mention, I believe, through 2 periods of play, down in Brampton, 7-5 in favor of the MSL NorthStars over the Brampton Excelsiors. Looking for their first wins of the season are both the Excelsiors and NorthStars at 0-3 right now through the MSL season. Passed over, looking to fire, back out, hits Gage Thompson. Thompson fires! Great save there by Jacob Flooney. been good every time we've seen him play here at the Bayshore Community Center.
Yeah, it's been good to see him in a game against a really good offense. You know, he's been getting kind of those lower teams in the division, just with the way that, you know, your starting goaltender is Miles. But he's answered the bell in those games, and now he's come in and he's doing a fantastic job.
Line with an almost great look, just could not get it on target there of Dickinson. Over 5 gone here in this third, potentially final period. Down goes Schmidt. Cannon Schmidt hits a defender. Away will go Owen Sound, and racing away goes Dawson Marshall. Marshall turns it on. Marshall! Great save, Dickinson.
Great run.
An unlikely source.
Unlikely source. You know, the shot did go right into the belly pad, but he is from Durham, so we're not going to hold it against him.
Ball now on the deck, picked up now Coverdale. Coverdale gonna have to race away. Coverdale, nice move, makes another juke, and now hits Lahome Wickens. Now hits McVicker. McVicker skies it, and it's caught.
Dawson Marshall is the cousin of Dean Nixon. I played a lot of years with Dean Nixon, and his hands, they definitely are genetic, apparently.
Lahome Wickens just could not get that pass to Couples. Wyatt Johnson, I should say, gives it off for Schmidt. Down for McKay. McKay makes his first run. Just missed the target of Flutie there. Caught there off the bounce. McDonald gets it down. Just could not catch. There was Morton. Morton gonna get forced up against the boards. Got 5 left to work. Comes out. Shot there, and a good save there by Flutie.
It's sticking to him too. He's doing a great job in there. It's a tough position to come into. Down 6 against a really high potent offense. He's shutting the door.
Colby Ray just trying to create any amount of space here. Skies it for Sundown. Sundown. For Brock McElmoyle. McElmoyle over the top. McElmoyle fires it off a helmet. That should say Owen Sound way, and it does. As Colby Ray jousting with a Regal. McElmoyle. Fresh shot clock now off the deflection. Couples, nice move. Couples, great save. Dickinson, who tumbles into the net off of his own defender, it looked like. Couples couldn't catch, and now it goes the other way.
If Noah Couples keeps driving to the net, he's going to get rewarded for that. That's a great possession there. That's a great shift. Keep going hard to the net. You're going to score.
Nice move there. Fires that one through some legs, and a good shoulder save has got buried there behind the net. Whistle goes as Klages, who got tied up with that looks to be Braden Driscoll. As now McVicker is going to get beat up a little bit there near the line. Now hits McKechnie. McKechnie gonna make his move now, gets the screen from Moynihan. Nice move, McKechnie. In, Colton McKechnie! Great save, Dickinson. That one stuck right to the arm.
The NorthStars offense, especially the secondary guys, not your scorers, need to be crashing the middle. Sometimes when you crash the middle, what you do is just free up a lane. McKechnie can then either follow you, or he can throw it through the seam and get to the right side.
Nice ball there for Talon Brown. 2-on-1 with one chasing. Brown in. Good boot save there. Just not off to Couples. That could have been a great chance. Couples gets pushed up against the boards. The ball pops loose, and the Regals will pick it up. Cannon Schmidt now with it. Passed off now. Driscoll gets it off there for Morton. That ball bounces sky high and stays in the yard. With the ball possession, no less. Nice move. Good save there, Flooney's. It lands in the chest protector. Quickly off for Coverdale. It's now McKechnie right over the line. McKechnie, who's got one of the two in this period. It's Couples. Levine hits Couples just over him. And now away will go the Regals.
Yeah, really good try on the slip pick there, and the middle's wide open. You know, they had to get a little deceptive with it, but yeah, just missed him a little bit. Wasn't expecting it on the offense.
Now Colby Ray, before he gets over the line, will throw it over there for McVicker. McVicker hits McKechnie. McKechnie gets the screen from Sundown. McKechnie hits Levine. Levine didn't catch it clean, but able to now kind of reroute. Levine gets stopped up there by, it looked like McElmoyle. Now hits McElmoyle. Down goes Levine, but he caught one near the ear hole as Moynihan tries to get that one, and the whistle will go on the shot clock. Halfway through the third period. Still a long way to go for Owen Sound. Morton fires that one. Save Flooney. Right around the restricted area goes Coverdale. Hits a wide open Chase Garvey who runs up the floor. Chase Garvey played across. Lahome Wickens gonna get rerouted. He's gonna get tripled almost as Lahome Wickens. Now for Coverdale. Coverdale wide open. It's Couples. Couples gonna make his way down. Couples 5-on-1. Good save there. Ball goes into the corner. Lahome Wickens catches. Lahome Wickens fires it out for McElmoyle. McElmoyle, Coverdale. Coverdale loses it. Ball hits the deck. As away will come the Regals. Nicholas Davik making his way down the floor. Davik in. Great save, I want to say, by Flooney. Ball comes all the way out. Gonna play it quickly now to Nolan McVicker. Moynihan. Now for McElmoyle. McElmoyle. It's McKechnie. McKechnie fires over a lot of bodies, and a good save there by Dickinson.
Back and forth action here in the third period. NorthStars are desperate for one. You know, they want to trim this to 3. It's the time to do it. They just got to get a little closer. They're just settling a little bit too much sometimes.
What a move there, just over the net for the Guelph Regals. Shot clock about to go. Just trying to hold it, and they will. Wait a second, yeah, and it will go the Owen Sound's way here. Skied for Greiner Patak, who's gonna get chased. Greiner Patak hits a wide open Colby Ray. Colby. Sundown, Couples. Levine hits Couples, never caught it. Wait a second, it will go Couples' way.
Generous possession call from the referee, take advantage of it.
Sundown. Colby Ray, right over him. It's Sundown. Sundown couldn't catch it clean and never got away. All the way back now. And again, the Eagles are probably happy. Curtis just use up the 30 seconds and slowly window down this clock. They don't need any more.
I think so.
Gage Thompson misses his intended target, caught by McVicker, by Coverdale for McVicker. McVicker now gets over the white line. McVicker gonna get forced up. McVicker, nice job keeping his feet moving. It's Couples. Couples for Coverdale. As McKechnie. McKechnie over Lahome Wickens. Everest gets it down, tried to, but stolen before it ever got there. The whistle's gonna go against Coverdale.
It's a tough call to take.
He dropped Troy McDonald there, and it's gonna be, not sure what that call was, but that will send Guelph to the power play with 6:51 left. Curtis, and you'd have to think that may be the dagger.
I think so. And so if Guelph doesn't score, you're now 4:51, and you're basically pulling the goalie on every possession if that's the case. You obviously want to kill it, maybe try and get a shorthanded one here, but I think Guelph's power play is probably also due for a goal here, so they're going to move it around pretty nicely.
Thompson. It's Downey, back for Gage Thompson. Thompson fires, good save there by Flooney. Bennett couldn't catch it clean, ball skies and goes over. Everybody goes into the corner. Tied up there, I believe it is Guelph's possession. As Nobody seemingly getting a hold of it there in the corner. Now comes up for Owen Sound. The shot clock will reset. And now away will go Zach Lemon. Lemon, I thought rebring up to the net there, ends up not. Gives it off for McKechnie. Owen Sound's got to think offense or the penalty kill. Not exactly ideal.
Offense or draw a penalty, one of the two.
McKechnie takes it into the corner, passes for Couples. Couples back for McKechnie. McKechnie, what a pass across. Lahome Wickens down for Couples. Couples fakes, bounces. Good save there. Goes out of the yard. It'll be Owen Sound ball.
Okay. Hey, they can't score if the ball's in your stick, so that's a great reset. And they're still generating. Guelph's packed in a little bit. They're allowing the North Stars to kind of have some one-on-one opportunity. They're not really doubling on ball, just playing a safety guy in the middle. So you can beat your guy to the net here. The help might be a little bit late. Takes a lot of effort, though.
Lahome Wickens down for Couples. Couples, right over, nice move. Couples gets held up a little bit, will fire, goes off a deflection and into the corner.
Good discipline by Guelph not to take a penalty there. And good job by Wickens to try to draw.
They never get the shot away. Gage Thompson took too much time. Quickly up the floor comes Coverdale. Coverdale, 2-on-1, make it 1-on-0. Good save, Dane Dickinson. Been sparkling in the cage for the Guelph Regals and is a big reason why they're gonna look at this point looking like they're gonna pick up the win.
That would have been best case scenario there for the North Stars. Guelph was sleeping. They'd miss a shot clock violation and the guy coming out of the bench.
Griner, Patak gonna go. Yeah, Griner just gonna turn on the Jets here. The track athlete at OSDSS, 4-on-2 that way. Griner shoots, great save. Lobo Wickens, that one deflected. I'm not sure who it hit. Ball will now come away for the Guelph Regals. As they cruise into the zone, Davik, who's been great for them in transition.
Great run by Marcus there.
Missed the intended target of McKay. Marshall plays it through the stick of McVicker. Ball still loose. McVicker can't get that one. That's a great desperation play by Bowen Downey.
They've had a few of those plays with their sticks, whether it's a loose ball and they just hit with their stick in a desperation to get back to their guy. They're a really smart team, really disciplined. This is a team that I'm going to watch closely in the playoffs.
Pass in the middle, missed both targets, and they're going all the way up for Bowen Downey. Bowen Downey passed into the middle, nice fake, hits the target. That one shot wayward. That one shot also wayward, and that will be the shot clock.
I'm going 6-on-5 the rest of the way. There isn't a chance that he's not coming.
Yep, they're calling Flooney now, waiting for the possession call. McKechnie starts. Yep, they're gonna call him now. Flooney's a pretty quick netminder, might I add. Now Couples will come on. Hits Couples, missed him. Couples gets the reception off the boards. Couples with the screen. Couples in. Noah Couples bounced it over the net. Sky high it goes. Not able to catch as Lahome Wickens got dropped there. Has a chance now to fire from a mile away. Ends up not. Probably smart by Troy McDonald just to chew up some clock. So they'll give it off to Gage Thompson. Over the top there, Gage Thompson fires that one well wayward, bounced in the restricted area, and now picked up by Zach Lemon. About 2 minutes left here in the contest.
You gotta keep coming. You gotta keep going. You gotta go 6-on-5. You gotta try and score.
They do go 6-on-5 as McKechnie. Gonna have lots of room now as Guelph trying to figure out how their assignment's gonna go. It's over. Couples never caught it. Ball bounces. Lahome Wickens! Great save, Dickinson. Ball comes loose, it's Couples, fresh shot clock now. Sundown, Couples, Levine, Couples, Sundown, Sly, Down for Colby Ray. Oh, Wickens again. Dickinson robs him. McKechnie fires that one. Where is it? In the knee pad. And now it's going to hit a wide open player looking to fire. No, he does not. It's Nicholas Davik, who may have deserved one, as he'll not give it off.
Good discipline. The only way you lose the game is by trying to score there and giving the ball back to the North Stars and missing. One thing to note, so Noah Couples just got back. He hasn't had I don't think he's had a practice yet with the North Stars. Well, he's on power play, 6-on-5, man down. He's learning everything on the fly. It's really hard to do, especially when you're that involved. Obviously, you have some things that you did last year that you can build upon, but it is a lot on him right now, and especially coming from the field game to the box game. It's a very different game. I think he's going to be the first one to tell you with his shot right now. When you're used to staring at a field net and you're coming to a box net, they're two different things. So I think the rest of the season is going to be very bright for Noah Couples. Even seeing it tonight for the first game in the box floor, he's looking really strong. Obviously, the goals aren't going his way, but I think there's going to be a lot in his future here to finish out this season.
We'll also mention with 1:05 left in this third and final period that Ryan Vole, who's been very pivotal to the Owen Sound offense, especially as a passer, did not appear tonight. Was out again like he was against London. So that is a big loss for this offense. Even gaining Noah Couples on both sides of the ball, not having Ryan Vole to initiate a lot of action, it has costed them here tonight with only 2 goals to show, and all of it in the third period.
Yeah,
and also Nate Laycock.
That's right, and I haven't seen Cole Hutchison. Not to say that he's not out there, but you're missing a few people like that.
What a pass across! Not looking for it there with Colby Ray. What a shot there by Colton McKechnie. As now out will come Flooney. Nice job again there by the Guelph Eagles. That was Eli Blakely, who's going to take a couple of whacks from Taylor Bennett. Now converged by Clagus and Bennett. Rolled now for Zachary Wright. And they're basically just going to chew up the rest of this shot clock. And what a move there, Zachary Wright. Great save there. Ball comes out, but then it gets whacked back in. Flooney gonna try to airmail it. He does. It will hit McVicker. McVicker, 3-on-3. McVicker. That one gets deflected wide. Trying to go catch was Colby Ray. He will. Fires it past McKechnie. McKechnie gonna fire. Block before it ever gets there. Bounce off the boards there. McKechnie gonna fire again. Misses the net. And 6-2 is the final between the Guelph Eagles and Owen Sound North Stars. A goalless third period for the Guelph Eagles, but lucky for them, it does not factor in to the result.
No, it does not. 6-2. What do we have? 2 penalties. They kept you busy tonight on the play-by-play, Spencer.
That they did, and honestly, more importantly, that's a big win for the Guelph Eagles, who are now 12-4, including 2 OT losses on the Junior B season, while for the Owen Sound North Stars, it puts them 6-9, now officially tied with the London Blue Devils, who did beat this Guelph Eagles team earlier this season. So a lot of work to do here for the North Stars, especially offensively. But again, defensively, they still are a pretty sparkling team, even with the performance here tonight.
Absolutely, and you have 2 games against Cambridge coming up. You haven't seen them once, but they're right there in that area of the standings that you want to be. There's a game against Hamilton left. You got to have these circled on your calendar because you also have Six Nations, and Six Nations right now is 12-0. They haven't lost a game, so that's going to be a really tough game. You don't really expect to win that one. You're going to go in and battle. You try to do your best, but ultimately you got to win the games against Cambridge, who's close to you in the standings.
That you do. You have to win some of the games that are with teams around them. The Guelph Eagles, not one of those teams, but after wins against Walwisburg and London this past weekend, they come back in action on Saturday here at the Bayshore on June 6th. And another big one. The games only get bigger from here as the playoffs loom for the Owen Sound Junior B North Stars and the way their season has gone so far. And obviously, you kind of mentioned it, Nate Laycock playing Junior A this year. Not having him available has been rough. Obviously, West Grant, same thing. Getting Noah Couples back tonight has been a great asset, but then losing Ryan Vole for offense has been kind of plaguing, and obviously you mentioned Cole Hutchinson as well, who also has not appeared in the last couple of games. So maybe injuries hitting them, not exactly sure. Haven't asked, definitely wasn't told, but regardless, it's definitely getting close to maybe every game being a playoff game for them, because again, you're getting closer and closer to being that 6th, 7th, or 8th seed, and that means you're going to go up against Guelph, St. Catharines, or Six Nations.
It's a tough division. Every game is so hard, so valuable, and sometimes early in the season, when you lose to Sarnia, when you lose to London, those come back to bite you. You got to find a way to win against the top teams. Cambridge, those are going to be 2 huge games for this team. Ethan Woods has done a really good job of assembling this team, and you can see some injuries are happening. Guys are playing in some positions that maybe they're not used to. A younger team, Colt McKechnie is a rookie, and he's leading your team by a mile. And there's not much secondary scoring. It's hard to win without secondary scoring in this league.
That it is, and again, this Owen Sound NorthStars team, I think the player of the game tonight for both sides would have to be Dane Dickinson. Only allowed 2 goals here tonight, both in the 3rd period. He pitched a shutout through 40 minutes, and other than those 2 blemishes, he was sparkling and really kept his team in it, especially in that 3rd period with a couple extra opportunities that could have made this game maybe 6-4, maybe 6-5, and then it's a different game.
I can't believe it was a 6-2 game. The job that Flooney did coming in was excellent. Miles played a heck of a game too. To get pulled in that situation is tough, but maybe it was the right call, because Flooney comes in and holds them to 0 goals. It was a weird game. It was an interesting game. That Guelph team is so talented and so skilled. They are going to do really good in this conference. From what I saw when I watched the Orangeville game, I think that Guelph team has a lot more talent. I think you're going to see them be, Six Nations and them kind of at the end of the year.
Well, we'll have to see if your prophecy is foretold, Curtis, but for tonight's game, we'll put a bow on it on this lovely Thursday night. For myself, Spencer Byers, for Curtis Gibbons, and of course our producer, Pat Quigley. Thank you so much for tuning in. We will see you on Saturday here on Rogers TV.
They say you shouldn't be afraid of the person that practices 10,000 different kicks. You should be afraid of the person that does the same kick 10,000 times. 10,000 times. 10,000 times. It's the same kick 10,000 times. That's my plan of attack.
Art Battle is live competitive painting done in front of a studio audience.
And you have a little bit of fear and a little adrenaline, and it's everything a painter needs to get in there and attack.
Every time I got up there, about 5 minutes before, I kind of wanted to throw up. Just the adrenaline rush of it all.
As far as Secret Weapon, I think it's just relax, chill out, have fun, and drink some wine.
You got to go out there, you got to lay it on the line. Every artist is out there to win, and your kung fu's got to be pretty strong.
Here we go for 10, 9, 3, 2, 1, let's play!
We have the artist showcased on a stage in the center of the room. So people can move around freely and everybody gets to see a little bit of the artist process.
You're dancing with the music, you're painting on the canvas, and you're feeling the people around you.
Yeah, it's a battle. I'm about to go to war.
I think you're battling yourself and you're battling time more than you're battling each other, because every artist is so different and so so fun, and the variety is very wide. It's kind of hard to really compare side by side. That's up to the audience.
Normally, you know, you have your panel of expert judges. This is different. This is more what speaks to you as a person, and I don't think you're going to find that in too many places. A lot of artists are just completely inspired by the music and the vibe right then and there. They had no plan. They just walk up on stage and just attack. Others will actually do the same painting over and over until they get within the time frame. You know, that's the beauty of Art Battle, is that it opens up the process from the painter to the viewer.
Because you're in a time constraint, your priorities change. And because you have a live audience, your priorities change. So what you're doing is you're both thinking about composition and you're thinking about impact. You're going to impact the people that are watching you, and you're also trying to cover the canvas within 20 minutes.
A lot of people are amazed. A lot of people are really blown away by the creativity that happens here in front of their eyes. That with so little time, of only 20 minutes, that somebody's able to put out that quality.
9, 8, 7,
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
brushes down!
For the artist that's stuck in a studio, it gives them a chance to get out there, meet people, connect with other artists, which is very important. This is like the perfect opportunity to show your skills and become like a kind of an art rock star or whatever you want to call it. Yeah.
Really, it's the electric atmosphere. It's meeting other artists, networking with some amazing people who come to watch. I've met producers, I've met directors of the NAC and things like that. It's a wonderful opportunity to meet everybody.
Art is culture. It feeds the soul, and Ottawa's got a lot of soul to give, and we just need more venues and more opportunities so that these artists are able to reach the audience that they need.
The
second time I came, I didn't have a business card. And so I asked my wife, who's really good with computer, like, what can I do? So she produced a beautiful card for me, and ever since then, I've gotten lots of commissions just from art battle. So.
You're going to see people stepping outside of their shell. They're going to lay it on the line. They're going to really try their hardest to share what they do with you, to let you into that process. You're also going to see a room full of happy people, drink in hand. You're going to see always a great DJ or live act keeping you moving all night. And hopefully at the end of the night, you're going to see a lot of people that are inspired and excited about the arts here in the city.
Urgence, do you need police, fire, or paramedics? Where do you need the police? I started in 2009. My first year, I thought, I don't think I can do this. And by my second year, I was still doing it, but I thought, I can't continue to do this unless I find a way to react differently to the stress. We're not going to ever be able to stop the way we feel about things. The feelings are always going to come, but it's the way we process them, the way we react, that we do have some choice. Your adrenaline. Right away you get adrenaline usually, a little jolt of adrenaline, and that gets you almost right into the zone. And you're alert, you're awake, and your training jumps in. 911 Urgence, do you need police, fire, paramedics? Where do you need the police? Okay, how many people are there? What's going on? Okay, can you go into a different room where it's quieter? Okay, is there any way to get away from that person? We have certain questions that we're going to be asking. We have a call mask that's in front of us, that basic information we need to get right away. I mean, obviously the most important thing is going to be an address. We need to know where the police need to go.
We need to get some information about the guy that has the weapon. Okay, where is he right now?
When someone's screaming on a bad cell phone, you have to kind of calm them down, get them to speak clearly enough to get an address.
Okay, where is he going?
I need you to listen to me. Help is on the way. You're trying to get them to keep talking, not hang up, so that you can get as many details as possible. Who is there? Who's with you?
Anyone injured? Do they need an ambulance? I can hear something happening. What's going on?
It's good to have a bit of an imagination, to try and imagine what's going on there that we might need to know that they're not telling us, because they are going to be in a panic. Is there 20 people over there that they're not mentioning? A pit bull is attacking their legs and they're just not mentioning? Are there weapons? Is anyone drinking? Anyone on drugs? Any animals? If there's a guy with a weapon, please go in a different room if you can. Get them. And your heart rate sometimes is very, very high, because you can hear these people going through something. You're also getting messages on your screen from the person dispatching this call. You're getting maybe messages from your manager, your supervisor asking questions. You might be getting messages from the officer on the road at the same time. And you're also at the same time maybe running information about the address, about people on the call, and trying to get information about them in case there's dangers to the officers about the people they're dealing with. So you're not just one-on-one with the person in your own little world. You're dealing with about 8 people at the same time while listening to this person, while trying to assess all that information.
Okay, what kind of weapon do they have?
Okay, how many people are in that room? But it's a very intense job at times, and we do a lot to support each other. I wouldn't be able to do it without the support of my colleagues. I wouldn't be able to do it without the support of really good management and the support of extremely good friends at home and really good practices when I'm not at work that help me balance and then be able to go back to that job.
The opinions expressed in the following programs are those of the participants and do not necessarily reflect those of Rogers Cable or Rogers TV.
The North Shore of Lake Superior has many tributaries, but few are as storied and legendary as the White River.
Famous for its rugged terrain, challenging rapids, and plunging waterfalls, this river has been a paddling mecca for decades and an important and sacred travel route for the local Anishinaabe people for millennia.
Since 2008, the local First Nations have built 3 hydroelectric power dams along the river, drowning several famous rapids and waterfalls under many meters of flat water.
With the route only recently reopened to the public after the construction, many would-be paddlers pass over this once wild river due to these human interventions. We decided to see for ourselves, is the White River even worth paddling anymore?
Hi friends. We are on White Lake on Crown Land at a public boat launch, and we are about to paddle down the historic and much storied White River all the way out to Lake Superior.
We're looking forward to it.
So right now we're paddling past the site of the old Upper White River hydroelectric dam that was here for years and years. You can see in satellite imagery that there's a road still to it. The water's moving pretty quickly around here now, so we're going to start to drop. And there's a new dam that they've installed just another little while up here. I feel like they should probably take those signs down that say that the canoe route's closed. I believe the canoe route was closed for about 10 years for the construction of these 3 dams. It just recently got opened back up, as we understand it.
The canoe route was closed to paddlers from 2008 when the Umbata Falls Dam was installed. Continuing through 2012, the next 2 dams were installed, closing the route until 2018.
So that's a really bushy portage. I was under the impression this route was still used a fair bit, but it might not be. It's really overgrown, really bushy. And it's weird, the banks of this river actually eroded with the portage trail. So the portage trail disappears for a minute. It fell off a cliff, so we've got to bushwhack a bit through here. So yeah, a little bit of a slog here this first portage of the day. Could be worse.
There's a campsite sign. Does not look like it's been used, so this is definitely still a lost canoe route. Looks like somebody still camps here. Yay!
Bushy. Left here, right? So we've come to what we had planned as our destination for today, which is a campsite it was supposed to be and used to be after like a little chute, it looks like, or a rapid with a 78-meter portage and a campsite at it. But there's no more rapid. It's just a swift at this point because of the high water. And we don't hate the campsite, but we can see ourselves going a little bit farther today because when the sun is shining and the weather is absolutely perfect for paddling.
Keep pushing.
Yeah, because we're looking at rain the last few days of this trip in the forecast. So maybe make less travel in the rain and more travel in this gorgeous weather.
Yeah.
To Angler Falls we go.
See you there. Oh.
As it turns out, the hydroelectric dam head pond happens to be right here at Angler Falls, so there's no such thing as Angler Falls anymore. It's still a gorgeous little canyon, though. But it lies several meters below us. Owen, first or?
Yeah, because it's suddenly.
We are now here on the head pond and trying to find a decent campsite that's not too close to the power dam. And so finding flat spots where it used to be several meters up a hill is going to be a little bit tricky for us. So we've checked a couple spots and we could probably scratch something out, but we're just kind of poking around. We got an hour of sunlight left before it's sundown, and then we have to make an emergency camp, which we don't want. So we're going to try to find something nice. Managed to make a relatively cozy little camp here out on a rocky point. It's clear that there's been some human activity, like moving around here and stuff. It's the only open and relatively flat spot. So Sherry has prepared for us, well, so that I can prepare it, chili lime peanut noodles. So that sounds absolutely delish. So I've got water boiled. Sherry's got a beautiful tent set up. And we still have some sunlight left, so we can enjoy a beautiful sunset dinner here on this man-made lake. Absolutely can't beat the view, aside from all the danger signs and the big hydroelectric dam, I guess, right beside the sunset. Zumbada Falls, it's right there. Good morning, campers.
Morning.
It's a chilly one here today. Oh yeah, I was freezing overnight.
Yeah, it got cool, but it is end of September, so we're kind of pushing our luck for shoulder season weather. Yeah, it's so much fun. It's so much fun out here to see the birds and the animals.
There's the eagle. We're trying to make it with no great expectation or no great commitment to it, but we're going to try to make it to Zumbada Falls today, which is about 32 kilometers. So that'll put us just outside of Pakasaw National Park, and that'll give us a pretty good striking distance to allow ourselves a day or possibly even two, worst case scenario, for being windbound on Superior. In this time of year in September, plan for 3 out of every 5 days on Superior to be windbound. So we did make that plan, and we do have the sufficient days off to allow for that. But for now, we're just going to enjoy the beautiful scenery along the White River and have for breakfast, of course, Sherry's world famous
quinoa porridge. Cheers, friend.
I don't think the trail is to the left, but my call is it's right up that. Like, yeah, we're pretty sure we found what is the best trail down. We'll show you on the map, but basically don't go too far left. There's a little sort of road that's not used anymore. It's grown over, but you can still navigate it, and then take a left down the left side of the outflow of the tail race of the dam and work your way all the way to the end, and then you'll find the rock scree behind us, and that's by far the diciest part because the rocks are not settled at all, so you really want to take your care there. But here we are at the end of the second dam.
And it looks so peaceful.
Flag, whatever.
There's like a building there. It seems to be like an old logging bridge or for a logging road with the cribs and even a little sort of building. Interesting. So this one looks great at the start, but then at the end, it kind of cascades down a fair bit, creates a really big hole that we don't want to chance nosing into that. So we'll portage this one, I guess.
Restrooms to the right. So this campsite at the bottom of the falls has a thunderbox. Amazing view, guys. Holy cow.
I'm not sure if I got any footage of it, but this hawk over here in the tree, I can see him, he's probably pretty upset because he was chasing a kingfisher trying to eat him, and Cher scared him away. Cher was not having it, not on her watch. Hey, you're gonna need to steer, sweetheart. Yeah, that was kind of an epic battle. The kingfisher would dive into the water and back up and just escape. He escaped death for now, anyway. Kind of wild to watch that. I don't think I got footage of it really that we can use, but there you go. He's gone. So we've come to a pretty significant set of rapids that we were hoping to at least run some of, but it's pretty high water, so it's not so much the obstructions in the river as much as it's the standing waves and the holes. So we started it out with the drone, and it just looks like it's probably just not safe for us to try it, and it actually gets even more intense down near the bottom because we were going to like pour a little bit and then put in, but I think it gets more and more intense. It's gorgeous, gorgeous cascades, but so we're going to do the 600-meter portage around. But first we wanted to grab a snack.
We're eating lunch today.
Today we're going to have lunch. That was every single one of 600 meters at port with a single carry, but it was pretty good shape actually.
Oh, another campsite. Beach campsite. Sweet.
Oh no, they're otters. Well, so we're done for the day. The map that we had wasn't exactly bang on with where the rapids were and where the campsite was, but it's an old map. So we're happy to see this little beach site tucked in.
Yeah, we found a campsite, and we might just update those maps.
Yeah, that's going to be a little project, is update the maps that we have and offer them out to maybe like myccr.com or whatever. But yeah, so our tent is still wet from this morning. Just the condensation was unbelievable. So we luckily have some sun left. The Cher's drying it out here on the rocks. We're even thinking about going for a swim because it's like literally a beach. And we're also discussing running this intense shoot that I think if we run it the right way and we're empty, we might be able to do it. So we'll discuss it. If we swim and we don't hate it so much tonight, maybe in the morning we'll pull the canoe back up and do it. Maybe. No promises. All right, time to get back to work. Sand's a bit soft, and I'm a bit heavy.
We did it.
Got here.
I'm excited to see the bridge.
That's one of the biggest reasons we're doing this trip. We love this White River. We were just commenting how beautiful the terrain is around here, but this suspension bridge over the White River in Puckasaw National Park has been calling to us for years.
I'm pretty excited to see that. Although today when the beaver swam under our canoe, that was pretty darn cool. That was pretty cool.
Never saw one underneath our canoe before.
No, he was so close. I could have touched him.
Could have touched him with our paddle.
Yeah.
And then
right after he swam by, I saw a pike swim away.
Like a 3-foot northern pike underwater as well.
So that was cool. Very cool.
Lots of wildlife on this trip already. We don't think we've ever paddled on Lake Superior on video with you guys. We've done it a ton of times, but we've just never made a video of it. So
no, we hiked.
We hiked the Lake Superior Coastal Trail, which was lovely. But yeah.
Taking you paddling with us on Lake Superior, so this will be a treat for everybody.
I hope. Campers. Morning of day 3 here on the White River, and our luck just keeps getting better.
Sunny again.
It's sunny again and beautifully warm. And then our next task is the absolutely storied and beautiful Umbata Falls. But in order to get to that, we need to do a 2.3 kilometer portage. But the saving grace is, I think a bunch of it is on a road, so it's not technical or arduous. It's just a matter of cover and distance.
Yeah, it hasn't been too bad for portages on this trip, so we still have a little bit of oomph in us to get through this one. Yeah, but oh my gosh, what a place to wake up to in the morning. It's beautiful.
Yep. So stick around if you want to see some of the finest sights in all of Northern Ontario, friends.
Here we go.
500 meters. Pretty sure this is a type of bee balm. Amazing. It's everywhere. Some asters in there. Wow. Well, I'm glad we're doing this first thing in the morning and not at the end of yesterday. I don't know if I could have made it. It's not a hard trail. It's like an AT trail. But the sun is out. And it's day 3. The views are amazing. Sandhill cranes. Oh, pretty sure that's St. John's wort. Sneak route on the left.
There's some standing waves, but I think we could plow through it. We just have to see what it looks like under the bridge. So that was a magical spot.
Oh my goodness,
Umbata
yes.
Falls is like totally lives up to the hype and worth every paddle stroke getting to.